Hey guys, welcome back to Film Spire. Today we'll talk about the funniest Brooklyn Nine-Nine moments. Let's head into it. Number 6. Mr. Santiago. In yet another cold open masterclass, Peralta sets the squad to a deceptively simple challenge. The task? To correctly predict Captain Holt's reaction upon ingesting his first ever marshmallow. Aside from the idea that Holt has apparently never had hot chocolate, or God forbid a s'more, we'd love to have heard the conversation leading to that particular revelation. What could they possibly have been talking about? Obviously, Jake must have started it, but we feel we were kinda robbed of a very strange or possibly disturbing exchange. Any hoops for the most part. The team each does their very best Holt impression. Deep voice, strangely distanced tone, flowery descriptions, you get it. And then there's Charles Boyle, who decides that the captain will definitely squeal like a 4-year-old girl seeing a pony for the first time. And would you believe it? He does. Beautiful.
I knew it!
Number 5. Thanksgiving. All together now, Boyle says boom. Yes, easily making the top 5. Boyle Bingo is the game that just keeps giving. Stepping over the fact that Boyle has way too many catchphrases for a normal human being, this moment from the first season has always been one of our favorites. And not just because it's super sweet, that the squad uses those catchphrases for good, and not just an excuse to throw shade at his often annoying being. The highlight of these very specific bingo cards is definitely young Boyle playing Pocahontas in 3rd grade because the girls were too big. But then there's the gullible sidekick believing an obvious lie. The ocean bugs that were served at the very first Thanksgiving, and of course the now legendary gobble gobble gobble. It just sounds right. Thanksgiving just wouldn't be the same without it. But there's no way they didn't put Boyle falls on the floor on their cards. Come on guys, he literally falls over every week.
Gobble, gobble. Gobble. God, it just sounds right that way.
Number 4. Operation Broken Feather. When Santiago decides to interview for a job, working with the squad's nemesis, the Vulture, Jake is literally beside himself. He cannot even begin to understand wanting to further one's career, never mind having to do it while being harassed by said living dinosaur. And while we agree with the latter point, Amy was never going to stay put just cause he loves Peralta. Thankfully, Jake's juvenile streak pays off in spades, while they're staking out a hotel looking for a thief, and it's got nothing to do with the Adam Sandler's really sock-obsessed cameo. During a discussion about the interview, Jake compares Amy to Lago, a two-faced character from Othello, Shakespeare's classic tale of betrayal. She's pleasantly surprised that he's read it, because you know, it's Jake, and Shakespeare. All of this leads to an absolute beauty from her partner. What the hell is Othello? I'm calling you the parrot from Aladdin.
Emphasis on Iago, backstabber.
I'm surprised you've read Othello.
What the hell's Othello? I'm calling you the parrot from Aladdin.
Number 3. Rocks and Roll. We all know that Holt is an absolute rock star. He's an all-out boss. And not just when he's the actual boss. He's so much more than Comstat reports, anger articulation, and era-appropriate facial hair. And as the Wednesday incident proves, he's also a social butterfly, going from diners to fencing and art class long before 9 AM. He's also a badass who can walk off a stab wound like it's nothing. But none of those amazing character traits made the list, at least not directly anyway. This moment belongs to Peralta, and it's a stunner, having solved the case of Holt's bad mood. Brought on not by Jake for once, but by being violently mugged, the captain shows his appreciation in the only way he knows how, by gifting Peralta and Gina their very own rock paintings, 2 of a series of hundreds of pictures of rocks. Just rocks, nothing else. Jake speaks for us when he exclaims, 367 paintings of one rock? This guy parties! Yes, Peralta, he very much does, but in his own ways.
367 paintings of one rock? This guy parties!
Number 2. The Box. The Box, featuring the always brilliant Sterling K. Brown, is IMDb's highest rated Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode, and it's easy to see why. A detailed look at the way Holt and Peralta interact and perceive each other, stirred up by Brown's smug, but ultimately needed dentist killer. It's got some fantastic moments, but none tops Holt's unprecedented shock at Jake's cracking of the killer. The show had barely scratched the surface of how much approval Peralta needs from Holt, but this moment covers all of it. After Jake sets out his stall, "That's right, I'm about to monologue, son," It's only a matter of time before the dentist slips up, and when he does, Holt melts. Or at least as much as Holt can. The surprise confession elicits Jake's Disneyland of a Holt response. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. Was there ever a prouder Holt Peralta moment? We think not.
Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn!
And that is 3 oh dams.
Number 1. I Want It That Way. Because there may never be a better cold open on TV ever. Ever. This is the standout 90s pop culture reference of the decade, and we will fight anyone who says otherwise. For real. It's also one of the funniest things Brooklyn Nine-Nine has ever done. Who cares at getting suspects in a lineup to sing lines a cappella from I Want It That Way sounds like the cheesiest thing you've heard in a long time. In practice, it's so good that even Peralta thinks he's joined a rockin' boy band. Oh my god, I forgot about that part, he utters when the victim's sister identifies the guilty party, bursting his ballad bubble. Admit it, you never loved the Backstreet Boys more than when you heard one of the biggest hits sung by a bunch of potential murderers. We get it.
Never wanna hear you say, woo! I want it that way.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did.